My name is William Tucker.
Okay.
Okay.
And you have a degree in?
I have a degree in computer science. I got a degree in computer science in 1984. I used to be a programmer for Grady Hospital. I used to work for EPA. I've been the top executive for AT&T, switching over corporate accounts. I went to Master Business College on, Portland, where the old EPA used to be, and 103. All right, I graduated from college with a 3.8 average, and look where I'm at. Before I graduated, I used to work for Grady Hospital in Medicaid and Medicare, getting $50 a week. So every week I volunteered 20 hours a week in data processing because I was going to school for computer programming. So I started in distribution, breaking up the big long reports that used to stand up this high. And then I went to a tape librarian where I used to handle real tapes in the library. I went from the tape librarian to census clerk. I used to put in and when you go to the hospital, you got to do a mission sheet. It's got a sheet number, your name, address, phone number, mother's maiden name, doctors and diagnosis, and it had to be error-free. I used to type 120, 130 words per minute, and it had to be error-free. So at the end of the report, it's going to have 25 lines that are going to tell you where all the errors are. You got to go back and correct. One time out of 2 years, I typed it all in, and this 4,500 sheet, and I looked at the sheet, and it had all zeros. I was shocked. When I'm on that corner asking for food, 90% of our people, the black people, will ride by you, and all you asking for is some food. I just want them to know, you never know when a storm gonna come your way. I done had more money than probably the average one of them. But when you're materialistic, you ain't gotta answer me, you gotta answer God. Cause he said you never know when you're entertaining an angel. And he said you just don't do that. Even if a white man, blue man, and you got money in your car, you ride in a Rolls Royce, you ride in a Lincoln, you ride in a Mercedes, and you know you can help that man. You roll up your one and look the other way. That's painful. That's really painful. I got locked up in July for aggravated assault, no bond. I got out December the 1st. It was the coldest day of the year, and I had on a tank top like this. They wouldn't let me in there to get my hope, and there wasn't no eviction because there was coronavirus from March to July, and wasn't nobody being evicted. Man, I froze to death, and I was heading toward the Ramada right there. When I got there, they said they were full. I passed out on the street. When I woke up, I'm in Grady Hospital. The doctor said, I like to lost you. He said, your blood sugar was a 13. He said, your veins were freezing up and your blood was moving through your veins slow. He said, I had to shoot you with 200 milligrams of sugar and you came to. And right today, I'm trying to find a lawyer or something because I spent, in the jail, it was coronavirus, so you spent 23 hours locked down, 1 hour out. And guess what? When I went to court 3 months and 20 days later, guess what the judge said? Mr. Tucker, you free to go. Here's the signature bond. No witness, they can't be contact. No victim, they can't be contact. No knife found, they can't be contact. Now you free to go. I ain't never been sick a day in my life, and I never will be. I'm 59 years old. I'm sorry. All the way sorry. I'm physically fit. I got a tree over there that I pull 50 curls per day, and 50 on each arm and 50 back arms. I can do 100 push-ups right now. And that's just a minimum. I never push myself. But I just want to stay tuned and physical because I don't take no man's medicine. Because every time you take some pill, they say it make harm. So if I come to you with one thing and it may cause some other things, I'm finna go out the door because I ain't have but one. So I'm just telling you, the doctors, they go to school for all these years. You better believe they're going to tell you something to keep you coming back. What hurts me the most, I get out there and I panhandle and I say, anybody got any food? One man gave me $1,540 because I asked God to send somebody my way. But I tell God I'm not on a rush thing because you don't rush God's work. I should put the right people in my path, Lord. This is you, you know. So I'm gonna walk with you. Think through my mind, order my steps, and put the right people in my path. I don't deal with people that ain't got honor. If you lie to me once, when I see you come, I'm gonna lie to you to keep you going, because you're gonna lie again. So if you ain't got no honor, that's why you see me up here. I don't hang with other people who ain't got no honor. Now, like I told you, I got major skills. But I'm at a point in my life that material things don't matter no more. Even though in the Bible God said, I'm going to send you through the wilderness for 40 years and 40 nights. After that, you can cross over into the promised land. So when I cross over with this gospel song, I'm going full-fledged for God, and He gonna give me land. He gonna give me the things I need, for I can send it on to my kids. My father raised me from the age of 2 years old by himself. But I got 3 kids, and I ain't pretty much been in their life pretty much all their life. But I see them, I talk to them. But the things that I was doing, I didn't want them to be a part of. But, you know, I love them with my heart. I know God got them, and I know that when the time comes, I'll be with them, you know. So I just want you to know, trust God with all of your heart and soul. I used to be AT&T executive sales director. I want you to hear this. If I need money, right now, I'm gonna tell you what I do. I target people 65 years and older, sitting at home watching the commercial, and this is what I'll say. Listen very carefully. Hi, my name is Alex Washington, and I'm the awards director for Publishers Clearinghouse. I'm sure you guys have been watching our commercials where we've been advertising, giving away $10,000 per week for the remainder of your life. How we come about our winners, man, we take all of our past subscribers, people who have purchased magazines from our company before. We take their names, we compile them in our computer. Our computer will select one name per state. Jane, your name has been selected for the state of Alabama. So therefore, you will receive from our company a cashier's check in the amount of $10,000. Now, these awards are yours free and clear, Jane. The only thing you're responsible for is your shipping and handling. Shipping and handling is only $5.82. Of course, it must be prepaid using Visa, MasterCard, or American Express, or Discover. Jane, what form of payment are you using today? She said, Visa. Visa start with the number 4. I said, what are the remaining numbers? I said, Jane, I just had cataract surgery. If I run this card again, it's going to notify your bank it's fraud. Do you have another card? Yes, I got a Master. Master start with the number 5. Doctor, I did it again. Do you have another card? I'm shooting for the American Express. I'm going to take them cards and I'm going to max them out immediately. You know why? Because the government is going to reverse her funds and change her card number. Now, I want you to know something else. That's play money. The government say you can have as many LLCs as you want. That means limited liability company, means you ain't liable for the success or the failure of the business. So I go online to gov.gov and I'll say, hey, I need to start a business. They say, what type of business? I saw a limited liability company, LLC. They say, oh, you're going to take out taxes, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. I'm going to say no to everything. They're going to say, what are you going to do? I say, I'm going to sell product over the phone. They're going to immediately give me a 9-digit EIN, just like a 9-digit social when you became a live entity in the United States. So that company is going to be a live entity anywhere in the United States. So I'm going to file it with the Secretary of State. Secretary of State going to say, do you want us to expedite the control number? I said, yeah. So I'll take somebody's card and pay $250, and it's in every bank in the state of Georgia. So I'll go to the Office Depot and get the blank check paper with the magnetic strip on it. I'll go online to a company called Checkmatic. They'll give me the format of the check. All routing numbers to every bank in the United States is 9 digits as well. So I'm going to open that business, and guess what? And I'm going to deposit $1,500 worth of checks from out of state and a different bank. It takes 2 to 3 days for them to get back. I'm going to put $1,500 saved, $1,500 check. That money's available at 9 o'clock the next month. I'm going to go in there and withdraw. When I withdraw it, I don't sign my name. I sign the company's name on the bank. I'll go to 3 banks, Bank of America, SunTrust, and Chase, and I pull $90,000 out in less than an hour, because most banks right there together. And I'll go and do it again. So they're going to call you up and they're going to say, well, you know your account's in the negative, $3,000. What are you going to do? I said, well, the company ain't doing that well. They said, well, if you don't make a deposit in 30 days, we're going to close your account. Close it, because the government said I can have as many as I want. I can change the name of the company and go, I'll do it again. Try to master anything I do. The mind is a terrible thing to wait. Because God, He's a creator. And you can create anything. I brought these here because I was going to build a house, and then when I brought these here, I was going to put some plywood on the side and make my little porch and everything. But it ain't only for me, because I know God finna move me on, but I want to leave it to somebody else. all these people around here sleeping everywhere. If our people, like when Martin Luther King was in, get together and say, well, we're going to build them some houses. We'll put a big old tank of oil back there. They can have lights or candles or whatever. Look at all this land not being used. Look at it. And the government, I'm my own president.
Yes, sir.
I'm my own government. Because if I can't follow my own rules, how am I gonna follow yours? I made the decision of my own. I'll be the president of this body. I'll be the government of this body. And I'll control this. Right now I work for a friend of mine. We do lawn care. We go and cut grass. Right now, I'm in the process of thinking things through. And I can't focus on this big opportunity that God is putting in my life when I'm working on somebody's job, trying to pay the bills, focusing on this and focusing on that. So, this is the biggest, it's bigger than any degree. Anything worth having, worth working for, I understand that. But sometimes, you gotta work on this. See, if this is broken, you gotta take time to fix it. And that's what I'm doing right now. Have you ever went to the bank and cashed a check and they gave you dirty money, wrinkled money, and torn money? Never, right? Because they burn it. People deposit old money, dirty money, all kinds of money into every bank in the United States of America. The U.S. Treasury print up the money and put it on the shelf. So if you can burn billions, why the hell is these people living on the street?